What is it?
We're going to be having a special meeting tomorrow at 7:30 with the UC Community Health Centre. We're just moving from London and we open up another branch here. We're a local church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's going to be in the Baptist churches here. It's going to be 7:30 tomorrow. Oh, feel free to come.
Oh, what sort of denomination is it?
As in Catholic, Protestant.
Yeah.
We just follow the Baptist.
Oh, so you're not like...
We don't have... We evangelize. They call us an evangelist. We preach the word of God. So they call us... we just follow the Bible. We don't really... Personally, I don't really like to put a name on...
Yeah.
So
it's an independent sort of church.
You could say that, yeah. We just follow the Bible, yeah. We are largely basically have maybe 30 or so branches in London. Yeah. But we just branching out. We have some branches in Newcastle, Birmingham, Leeds, but we don't have one in Watford yet. So the official one will be opening tomorrow, 7:30.
So there's this whole list here of like what is overpowering you: debts, constant headaches, panic attacks. Are you saying that this will help in some way?
We believe that through the power of faith, everything's possible, and I'm a living testimony of that.
So something's happened to you that you've come out of.
I'll show you actually.
We can just point to it.
Panic attacks, headaches.
Yeah.
Not so much drink problems, feeling down, difficult things, insomnia, bad luck, fear of death. Yeah.
That pretty much that applies to a lot of people, really, doesn't it?
And I could tell you now, I can confidently tell you that not one of them. If you give me a sleep for it, there's not one that I'll be able to stick because I don't go through any of them anymore. You know? A lot of the time you see things on TV and it's like a fairy tale. You know, how can I ever have that type of life? But it is possible. We believe it's possible through the power of faith. You know?
So you don't think you could have gotten over any of those difficulties without going to this particular church? Or?
I don't know. I did. And that's
I did.
Yeah? Really?
Yes. Oh gosh. Well, debts, headaches, panic attacks.
Of course. Things like that. You don't necessarily need church to get over.
Feeling down, pain and sickness. I mean, all of them can be dealt with without going to the church.
The truth is, a lot of people deal with it for a while. And it gets dealt with for. I'm not saying that's your case. Yeah. A lot of people, for example, they deal with certain cases that they're going through for a while. And then what tends to happen is they either relapse or it comes back some way. Why? Because they haven't dealt with the root. And all we teach in the church is how to deal with the problem at the root. You don't teach people to run away from their problem or to shy away from it. We teach you to face it, confront it, and then move on with your life. Yeah. So it's quite uplifting.
So how does that work? Is this like a Holy Spirit thing, or?
Yeah, we believe everything is through faith. We believe every single person on this planet has faith. And it's through your faith. All we do is teach you how to unlock and how to use your faith.
Why do you think, I've always wondered, why does all these problems you have on this leaflet, why do you think God allows them and then waits for you to pray for them to go away and then takes them away, apparently?
The truth is, it's not God that allows it. I'll give you a quick example.
Well, he does, really.
I'll give you an example.
If he exists.
Do you have a child?
No.
You have a child? If you can imagine you had a child, I don't know, a teenager.
Yeah.
Obviously you'd love that child a lot, right?
Yeah.
Would you ever give him sicknesses? Would you ever hit him with a car?
No, but if I had the power to stop it from happening in the first place.
That's where I'm coming from. Now, if you're standing here, and the way you exercise your power, you tell your son, listen, do not cross the road, do not do it, don't do it. Now, you as a parent have given that command, you've exercised your authority and told him do not do it. Now, if he goes and does it or not, you haven't allowed it to happen, but you can't forcibly stop the person. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because, for example, just like you have free will, he has free will as well. You can't, because to physically stop him, that would be wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what personally I believe, this is what we believe that happens. For example, it is really true. I've made that question so many times, God, if you exist and you're so perfect and you're so holy, why do you let all these things happen? But the truth is, all these are just repercussions of what you do. For example, if God told you to do something, but you don't do it, there's a reason why He's told you to do it. He doesn't tell you to do it just so you can be good. You know? It says in the Bible that in all things, God works for those. God does what is good for those who listen to Him. So if you listen to Him, good will happen. But what's the flip side of that? If you don't listen to Him, bad things happen. But that's not that He's giving you bad things. It's just that if you don't obey Him, then He's not responsible for what happens because you're not under His protection anymore. Does that make sense?
So you believe in this whole the free will thing?
Yeah. I mean, For example, I believe that I'm with God, but there's nothing stopping me from lifting my hands up and swearing at him. I have free will, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing stopping me from cursing him. If I was to curse God now, the Holy Spirit would come and God out that. You know, I can say what I want, I can do what I want. I just choose not to. You know? For example, you have free will to do anything. There's nothing, my name's David, there's nothing that David can stop you from doing. I can't stop you from doing anything. I could try and impose, I can even try and force, but at the end of the day, if you want to do something, you do it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, so what exactly would the process be? I mean, would it just pray? Would it like just let yourself go?
That's something that we strongly believe in. We do believe in the power of prayer, but at the same time, prayer without action, faith without action, it's pointless. For example, if I'm homeless or jobless, I could pray till the sun comes down. I need to go and apply for a job. You know, I can't just say, okay, I'm homeless, so I'm gonna pray for 10 hours, and then God will magically make something happen. No.
What about all those people who don't have a belief and go out and do something, like to get out of homelessness or whatever, and they achieve it, yet they haven't prayed? The important thing is that they've physically done something.
Exactly, but I'll give you an example. This is when I was at sixth form college. And
how old are you now?
20
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was at sixth form college and I was applying to get to university.
Yeah.
Me and my friends were applying to university. Our grades was okay, but not enough to get us into the university that we wanted to go to. I took this route, you know, of really asking God for help. But not just that, as well as taking this route, I also, you know, wrote letters to the university. Said to him, listen, I want to apply for this. I want to be here. You know, they did the same. They wrote to them, and they did what I did as well. But I'm not saying this is the reason why it happened. I'm saying I was praying. I was really asking God, look, if you are with me, please help me. I ended up getting a full scholarship to the Bath. I don't know if you know university rankings. Bath is
pretty high up.
Pretty high up.
Yeah.
And me and my friends were doing the exact same thing. We wrote letters to where we wanted to go to, but I got it. So what I think what prayer is, you do what. This is, I think, the law of the way prayers are answered. Yeah. You do what you can do. i.e., if it's for a job, you're going to apply for a job. You're going to do this. What prayer helps you with is prayer does what you can't do. See what I'm saying?
Are you saying God put the answers in your mind for the examinations?
No, it wasn't exactly. No. I'm saying we already both got our grades. Yeah. The grades are already here. I think I got C and some C's. But they wanted BBC or something like two B's and a C. So there was no way that I was getting in. You know, so the exams were already here. The exam was also already here. What I'm saying is that I believe through my prayer and through my trust in God, God was able to do what I couldn't do. I did what I could do. I wrote the letters to them. I asked them, listen, I'm a hard working student. I'm this, I'm blah 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 blah. But what I couldn't do, God did.
What couldn't you do?
I couldn't say. I couldn't have got the answer. Yes, I could have done. I did what I did. You know, I wrote the letter to them. I did everything, but I couldn't have said yes.
But all the work that you did, that was you studying.
Yeah.
That wasn't a God putting answers in your head.
I'm not talking about the work.
Yeah.
For example, the work and the grades, that was done already. That was already done.
Okay.
The grades were here. My uni was there. I needed now to get these grades and to go to that uni. But with these grades, I couldn't go to that uni.
So are you saying God chose the uni for you?
No. I chose it already. So the uni, I had my grades here.
Yeah.
The exam was everything's done. My grades were here, and the uni that I wanted to go to was there.
Yeah.
I already chose my university. I just wanted to go there. I just wanted to get there, but I wasn't able to get in because of my grades. So what I believe that happened was that God somehow touched them so that they can allow me, because what they did was against against policy, against uni law. Yeah. And I really do believe that it was good because my friends were doing the same thing. But they lacked one thing that I was doing. Now I'm not saying that without hard work or determination you can't achieve that or you can't do it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that with prayer, but more than prayer, faith. With your belief, because
so you weren't supposed to get in because your grades weren't high enough, but you did get in.
Yeah.
So in a sense, God sort of whispered in their ear and made them bend the rules.
I don't know how he done it. to be honest.
That's what you're implying, though.
No, not whisper. I don't know. I don't know how he did it. I don't think he goes around whispering.
No, not physically.
But so somehow, I don't know. Maybe, but somehow.
So if you shouldn't have got in, perhaps somebody with higher grades should have got in. But you prayed, and so the rules were bent. That doesn't seem right.
But you just said perhaps. Maybe that's not the
I'm
case.
just saying what it sounds like.
I don't think that's the case, because if you say perhaps someone should have got in, I could say perhaps someone dropped out and I took their place.
Well, maybe, but you'll never know.
You never know. You know? But that's just one example in we're dropping the ocean, you know, of what we believe the power of faith can do for you.
Yeah.
You know, for example, not just as in we're looking at the financial world or the corporate world, but looking at it more personal as well.
Yeah.
More experience they've gone through, past hurt. This, for me, it helped a lot. That's just the opportunity I offer to me.
I mean, okay. I mean, you might have a point. I mean, I personally think it's all down to yourself.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
And
one of the main things that we teach here in the church is to believe in God.
Yeah. And
second of all, to believe in yourself. Not to believe in any, not to depend on to believe in anyone else, to believe in God and to believe in yourself. Because once you believe in yourself, that's what you need.
But you know, there are people of other religions like Muslims and all that, and Hindus. They will go through the same process as you. They want to get into a uni, perhaps. I'm sure there's plenty of stories like that.
That's just one story.
And they'll pray and they'll say, "I got it, and I wasn't supposed to get it, and I did, and that's because of Allah."
It's not the prayer as such that got me. I've sort of prayer, just words. It's not the prayer that I believe it's not the prayer that got me into the uni. It's the faith that I use.
So faith is the important thing.
I think faith is, yeah.
Believing that God exists.
You use faith every day.
In what way?
Did you drive or did you get the bus here?
I walked here.
Okay. You've got on the bus before, right?
I have, yes.
When you get on the bus, when you get on the bus and you pay or you show your ticket and you get on, you have faith that the driver's going to get you to your destination. That's faith in its simplest form. You have faith that once you faith is trust. You trust the driver that he'll get you from A.
Because I've seen it before.
Because you've seen it before.
That's different to believing in God, who's invisible.
But what if you get on a bus they've never been to, like a trip? Because the first time that you got onto a bus, you had to use faith.
Well, I don't know, because it will say on the front its destination, and you trust that that's.
How can you believe that? For example,
how can I believe it?
For example, I can open the Bible and it can say like the bus can say at the front, it's going to what destination. I can also open the Bible and it'll say, God will say, what ask and you receive.
Yeah.
But it's faith that it takes faith to believe it.
I just think it's a bit different because you know a bus is going to go where it's supposed to go, or the driver's going to get in trouble.
It's a very basic level of faith, but it's the same thing. Just the faith that we use to conquer things is just much more extreme. It's much more intense, you know, because it takes a great amount of faith to say, okay, I've never done this, but it takes a great amount of faith to take everything that you have and give it to God. I say, God, you're going to give to me that.
How do you know it's the Christian God? And it's not. How do you know it's the Christian God and not some other God?
Well, from a personal point of view, I took this Christian God as the only God, and the results that I've seen lets me know personally that He's the only God.
Yeah,
that's for me personally.
So did you grow up in like an atheist family and then try all the religions out? And then
Yeah.
You didn't come from a Christian family in the first place.
No. The reason why I'm a bit, because it was a bit dilly-dally. But yeah, on an overview, yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I understand, yeah. I can understand, but something that if I'm, because for example, we wasn't strict atheist, but words can say one thing and actions can say another. You know? Atheists. Yeah. So coming from that, I would be the first person to say, if you were to ask me, is there a God or is a Christian God alive or something, I'll be the first person to raise a big question mark in my mind and say, I don't know, I don't think so.
Well, I'm assuming you did sort of at age 16 or something, go out and say, right, I'm going to try Buddhism, I'm going to try Zoroastrianism, I'm going to go to the Baha'i temple, I'm going to see which one works. Or did you just go straight to Christianity?
I said that, but instead of Buddhism, the first thing that I tried was Christianity, and the first thing I worked was Christianity. For example, I can't tell you anything about any other religion. Yeah. If you wanna call that ignorance, go ahead. But the thing that works for me, and I say truly works for me, is Christianity. So it's a question of intelligence. If something works for me, I wouldn't then go and try something else.
Yeah.
If something works for me, I wouldn't go and buy a perfectly good pair of trainers and then go and exchange it for another perfectly good pair of trainers.
Yeah.
For what? What's the point? And I can, through personal experiences, I can really say that this place helped me. Because it's not a religious place. It's not a place where you just come, you sing hymns, you praise God, and then you go back home. You go back home to your same problems. You go back home to your same issue. It's not that for me.
I know that when I was a Christian, a lot of what made me happy and motivated me was that I thought, when I died, or when the rapture comes, I'm going to go to this amazing place that makes Disneyland look like a cesspit. I couldn't wait for that. And now that I've come out of it, I'm thinking, I was happy really because I thought it doesn't matter what happens here. I'm going to have a whale of a time soon. Which is, to me, I feel now that I was being kind of selfish, really.
What I believe is that, personally, what I believe, not to discredit you or anything like that, is that you're half right, half wrong.
I'm not saying you're like that, but I was like that.
Because with me, it's not, it doesn't matter what happens here because I'm going there. It's true, I do believe I'll be going there, I'll be going to heaven. But for me, it doesn't matter what happens here. It does.
It does, yeah.
Because, maybe in the future, I'll go to a place that makes Disneyland, but I'm not there yet. I'm still here.
Yeah.
So as I'm still here, I still want a good life. I still don't want to see those around me go suffering. I still want a high quality life. And it's like I said, the way I got that, and the way I achieved all those things, is through the power of faith.
Do you think if there was no promise of heaven or threat of hell, that you'd still be worshipping God?
I don't think hell's a threat. I mean, when did God, or in the Bible, hell was ever a threat to someone?
Well, just the very fact that it says, you don't believe and you will burn in the lake of fire, that's quite a threat, really. And it certainly threatens the whole free will thing, doesn't it?
But if I said to you, okay, listen, if you keep walking straight, you don't turn to left or right. If you keep walking straight, you don't stop, you're going to hit that building. Am I threatening to hit that building? I'm not threatening. I'm just saying that's what's going to happen. It's fact. It might come across as a threat if I say to you, you're going to hit that building. So you're threatening me, but it's not a threat. It's just a fact. It's what's going to happen if you do. It's not an intentional threat. I don't say it's a threat. It's just what's going to happen.
But it is true that most Christians believe that if you don't believe in Jesus, accept him into your heart, or even be a good person, you will end up either just separated from God or burning forever.
Do you know what?
That's like a gun to your head. It's like believe or else.
Do you know what he means when they say believe in Jesus?
Yeah.
It means everything, exactly what I just explained. Just have faith. Just believe that he does love you. Mm-hmm. When you think about it quite logically, not wanting to believe in Jesus is quite stubborn. Because why would you not want to believe in someone that says, I just want the best for you? I just want the best for you. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want you to go to hell. I don't want to kill you. I don't want your money. I just want you to have the best. That's what I want. So just believe me that. If you believe me, I'll give you that. Just believe that. Yeah. And then, you see what I'm saying? It's from that point of view that the church is.
But if I did take the entire Bible as fact, I would have to be afraid of hell. So I would have to behave as a good Christian. I would have to.
I'm not afraid of hell, but it's because I know I have taken the whole Bible as fact. And I'm not afraid of hell because I know I'm not going there. Yeah. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not, because I know that's not where I'm going.
You don't think that affects the whole free will thing we were talking about earlier? Like, we have free will, but in a sense it's not, because they're saying believe or else.
There's free will, but so God said everyone has free will, but there are consequences to your free will. I.e., you can choose to bunk school. You could, from your 7th year 11, you can choose to not go to school. Smoke.
That's human consequences.
Yeah. It's kind of the same principle. You can choose to do whatever you want, but you pay for it. You can kill someone.
Yeah.
No one's gonna stop you. But you have to pay for it.
But hell is a God-made consequence,
No.
isn't it? They didn't have to be a hell.
That's where the misconception. For me, that's completely incorrect.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what hell is for me?
No.
And how it even describes it. Hell. Some people might come to you and ask you, what is hell? How does hell exist? What does it do? For me, hell is simple. Hell is a place where God is not. Simple. Just like, for example, here, people might say, oh, God isn't here, but He is. We have things that are free, you know.
So it's not a place you will go. Your spirit will go when you die.
No, it is. For example, hell is just a place. Okay, try this. Those that say that, okay, I don't want Jesus. I don't believe in Jesus. This is wrong. This is that. Hell is, in simplest forms, saying, okay, if you don't want to be with me, if you don't want me, okay, so it's fine. You can go to somewhere where I'm not. Then simple. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not God sending them to there. It's God saying, okay, do you want me? No, I don't want you. Okay, so I won't force you then. If you don't want me, then I'll go here. You go there. I'll go to heaven, and then you go there.
Doesn't seem very fair though, because so many millions of people brought up Hindu or live in South America in a tribe which has never seen the outside.
And they've never heard of Jesus, right?
Yeah.
One thing I can promise you is that, like I said, God is fair. There's not one person that's died without having a chance.
Yeah.
And if there's not one person that's died without having a chance. No. Because if that happens, then God's not fair. You have to have a chance. Whether it's now, or through a flyer, or through someone speaking to you, or through, I don't know. God has to give you a chance.
Yeah.
He has to, because if you don't get a chance, it's not fair.
How do you get a chance though? If you're like
you're asking the wrong person. You're asking the wrong person. But for example, human terms, I could tell you, okay, our church, for example, we're going everywhere. We're going to the most remote places. Wherever there's a human being, we're going there.
Yeah.
That's from human point of view. But I don't know how God works. I mean, do you know? Are you familiar with the Old Testament?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Then you would know that God used a donkey to speak to someone. I'm not saying He's doing that. I'm just saying there's no limit to what God can do to speak to someone.
The talking donkey episode, yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So that's just an example that He will make a way.
So when Jesus was on Earth 2,000 years ago,
is it 2015 years ago?
2015 years ago?
I don't know.
Well, it depends.
Every year let's say 2,000 years ago.
Well, a couple of millennia ago.
Yeah.
Then if you were to zip over to, just say, southern India,
Well, back then?
Yes, back then.
Okay.
How would those people have been saved? This is after Jesus died on the cross.
Yeah. Have you read the books after the Gospels? Have you read the books after?
Which ones? You mean the Paul's letters?
Paul's letters,
yeah.
and after that.
Yeah.
Basically, what that was just a story of how the church spread.
But it didn't spread to southern India, I don't think.
No, it didn't. It doesn't. For example, because it didn't say that in the Bible.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say in the Bible that they don't say in the Bible that it just spread to England.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't say.
It spread in the area
of England.
That area which Christianity grew, which of course was Jerusalem and all that.
I could promise you that if you get to southern India, you find Jesus there.
Now, yes, but at the time, there's generations that died out.
So what about in England then? Because they didn't say that they spread to Europe.
Yeah, they missed out as well, didn't they?
I don't think so. I really don't think so. Because, like I said, if that happens, then God will be fair.
Yeah.
And I'm preaching false God. God, that's not fair. Yeah? It says in the Bible, everyone's gonna be treated equally. Everyone, not black, white, midget, tall, brown-eyed, everyone's going to be treated equally. And if that is really true, then God has to give them a chance.
But aren't we supposed to be doing the evangelizing?
That's what I'm doing.
You are now, yeah. But going back to the people around the world during after Jesus died on the cross, who could evangelize them?
Do you know what the Bible says? Right, if you read it right at the end of John, at the end of John. Actually, I think it's like one of the last sentences of John. It says, if everything of what happened was written, the world wouldn't be big enough to contain the books. The world wouldn't be big enough to contain the books. There's so many things that happen.
Yeah.
For example, we can't pack everything. There wasn't everything to be packed inside.
Yeah.
It's just, for example, the way that the Bible works is you take, for example, you read the scripture, you read the Bible, and you take what they say, and then you apply it into your life. For example, if the parable where Jesus said, if someone slaps you on this cheek, turn the other cheek to slap you as well. If someone slaps me here, I'm not gonna be like, okay, slap me here. That it wasn't literally speaking. It was.
He didn't mean turn the other cheek at all.
It wasn't, okay, if someone slaps you there, turn the other cheek and let him slap you there as well. He didn't mean do that literally, do that physically.
Yeah.
What he meant was, if someone hurts you, don't hold it against them. So with the Bible, you have to read between the lines. But what did Jesus say when he died? Just before he was taken to heaven, he said, which will answer your question about southern India. He said that go throughout the whole world, and preach.
Which they can do now, but I don't think they could do back then.
They did. If you read the book of Acts, you see, this is what I mean by God makes it way. If you read the book of Acts, Philip, the Bible says that he was carried away literally by the Spirit, i.e. he teleported. God literally teleported him.
Well, I never heard about teleportation in the Bible.
He doesn't say teleported, but it says he was carried away in the Spirit. So, for example, he was here, and then he ended up in Ethiopia, where the first black person converted. Yeah. So he was here, and then literally God said, look, I'm going to take you need to go there. There's someone, you need to go there, you need to preach the gospel there. Yeah. Of course, they didn't have TFL, they didn't have petrol, they didn't have buses or cars or anything like that. Now we do, so God doesn't need to teleport us. I can't say God take me to London. I have a car, I have buses. But then he literally said, and if you want, you can open the Bible and it'll show you.
So you don't think what you just told me doesn't sound a little bit sort of odd?
It sounds very odd. Teleportation. Yeah, it sounds very odd.
I mean, if that wasn't in the Bible, and I was a Muslim trying to convert you, saying that Muhammad's disciples teleported over the earth, you'd think this is a crazy religion.
It's true, but it is.
Wouldn't you?
But it is.
Yeah.
It is.
All right. And it's great talking to you, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at this, and I'm just very curious because I have a lot of questions about the Bible.
I would love to answer them all.
I'm not trying to catch you out.
No. But is what I said make sense? Does it make sense? What I said?
Yeah, I'll have to think back on it.